Hi everyone, today we are going to be talking about an exciting topic. Yes, how do you utilize AI? What is the best way to leverage AI for your application? So you may be applying for a job or school or even for grants or even just your LinkedIn profile. AI can make the process smoother and more efficient, I tell you. Let's dive into it. So, writing a great application can be tough sometimes. It needs to be clear, concise, compelling. But what if I told you that using AI in this way can check all those boxes and still make your application stand out? Why do I say still? Because if you use it in the generic way everyone tries to do, your application will be similar to everybody else, and there'll be no reason for your application to be shortlisted because everybody's doing what you have been doing. So in a few minutes, I will hop on my computer and then show you how exactly the exact way, step by step, on how to use AI to write your application, because I personally believe that AI is here to stay and it's not supposed to replace you. It's supposed to augment your own knowledge. How do you use it to do exactly that? That's what I'll be showing you today. So stay tuned, watch to the end, follow me step by step. If you need to pause, feel free to come back to these more than once and follow the steps, because this is the right way on how to review your application, use AI to make your application stand out. Drop your questions in the comment box below. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Our algorithm tells us that over 85 people who watch these videos constantly are yet to subscribe. Don't be one of those. Subscribe now, drum roll, subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends, share it with people who will truly get value from this, and drop your questions below. I'll be there in the comment sections to provide personalized answers for you. So I'm here now on ChatGPT, and I would show you exactly how to begin. Now, the first step is to start with a clear prompt. This is one of the biggest mistakes people make, is they usually give AI vague instructions. Here's a prompt I wrote out that I will recommend. Let me put it right here. Now I have written, act as a professional career coach. I'm applying for, you include your job title. You also include the role. I'm applying for this job title, role at this company, and here is the person's specification. This person's specification may also be called maybe qualities they want the ideal candidate to have, whatever term they use. Remember, I said there is a difference between the job description, that is what you would do, and the person's specification, which are the qualities they want the ideal candidates to possess. So work with the person's specification instead of the job description. That's another mistake that people often make. Now you would write, my background is I have, let's say, 10 years of experience in state the particular industry. I have worked on, you state some of your key achievements, and I'm passionate about, you state something personal or professional about yourself. Now, please write a compelling and tailored application letter that sounds confident and clear. Notice how specific this is. You are telling the AI who to be, what you want, and giving it your background and the details of the job. Don't just say, write me an application for this role. It will just spit out something generic. and then your application will be similar to everyone else, and there'll be nothing to, you won't stand out in any way. Remember, we're trying to position you to make your application shine. So be specific in the prompt. I'm giving a few seconds so that you can look at the prompt, and if you need to rewatch this section of the video, copy this prompt and use it in your own application. So always give AI context: who you are, the role, what you've done. Okay? Don't just say write a cover letter or just one generic statement. Okay? So we can go ahead and customize this to suit any role, and this prompts applies to any role you're applying for. I could choose any role. Let's say an administrative person, for instance, an administrative role, for instance. Um, let's say you want to apply for an administrative officer in maybe an NHS trust in London, and then you've got, let's say, the person specification stated maybe 4 to 5 qualities that you should have. How do you write this in your prompts? Okay, so I would edit this and say I'm applying for an administrative officer role. Administrative officer role at this is a hypothetical situation. So at NHS London. This can also apply to your resume. It mustn't be you are the one to affix this role, the role you're applying for, the company name. So it could be any company, it could be any role. This is just an example. Then here, just state like just go extract, copy out the person's specification that you're working with, and then put it in here and say, if this is an example, if in the person's specification you're told to have strong written and verbal communication skills, excellent organization and planning skills, ability to work independently and prioritize workload, efficiency in the Microsoft suite. So you grabbing your person's specification and filling it in the role. Because I've had so many requests to show you how to use AI to write your application, that's why I'm showing you this. I understand some companies do not want application from AI. Read the policy of the company and then work with it appropriately. So this is the time also that you would need what we call our supporting statement bundle. So we have put together a supporting statement bundle that will give you some of these words that you can feed into the AI and say, use this and this, include these words, because you're trying to make your application sound as personable, as sounds as human as possible. You don't want a generic application written by AI. Trust me, you do not want that, because we see a lot of generic applications and that will not make your application stand out. So let's proceed to the background. My background is I have, let's say, 10 years. 10 years of experience in whatever industry. I would just say healthcare industry, for instance. The healthcare industry. I have worked. So you can state a key achievements that you have achieved. Just come up with an achievement that you don't have to worry too much. Just put it as you can think of it, because AI is just going to rearrange it and make it as natural flowing as possible. So let's think of let's say, a key achievement. Let's say I have implemented a scheduling system. Since we're talking about administration, I have implemented a new scheduling system that reduces appointment delays by, let's say, 30%. So you just include a key achievement or achievements. You could have several. So just include your key achievements or achievement in this part of the prompt. So I am passionate about, so you state something you're passionate about. It could be professional wise or personal wise, but just something you are passionate about. So I'm passionate about supporting patient care through, let's say, efficient administrative processes. So state what you're passionate about so that you are giving the AI enough context to work with. So you see, you are not just saying, write me an application for this. You are tailoring it to your own self. So whatever comes out would be something that aligns with your own passions, your own experience, everything in line with the person's specification that's already provided. I hope we'll understand this so far. So far, you can see how detailed our prompt now is because I've inserted hypothetical years of experience. I've also inserted every bit of the prompt. So all those bits in brackets is where you would insert your own experience, your own passion, to make sure it is aligned with your own situation and not just generic that it gives everybody. So then you have the last bit of the prompt, which is to write out the application itself. So let's send and see what comes out. So boom, here is the magic. Now let's read through together and fine tune it. So the bulk of your time is spent on generating your prompts, giving AI that's robust prompts that's detailed enough to help it come up with all of the bits and pieces of your application. So you're not worried about grammatical errors, you're not worried about spelling mistakes yet. You are just inserting into that prompt all of the bits that matter to you, all of the bits that is personal to you, and not asking it to provide a generic, just a generic application. So I'm writing to express my interest in the administrative role at NHS London, which was hypothetical as advertised. With a decade of experience, we told it you have 10 years experience. So that's a decade. So with a decade of experience in healthcare administration, I am confident in my ability to contribute to your team and support NHS London's commitment to providing excellent service to both patients and staff. It's easy to get their values from the website. You just go to the company website you're applying to and grab the values and insert it as part of your prompt. I have particularly I'm particularly drawn to this opportunity because of my passion for enhancing patient care through streamlined administrative processes and my track record of success in improving operational efficiency. Throughout my career, I have developed excellent organization and planning skills honed through roles with attention to detail. So you see how you are hitting all of those parts, bits of the person's specification. Attention to detail and proactive workload management were essential. One key achievement I'm particularly proud of is leading the implementation of a new scheduling system that reduced appointment delays by 30%. Now, this is not AI telling you this. You already told it to add this in your application. That's what makes it suited. That's what makes it tailored for you. Instead of just a generic thing it cooks up that you cannot probably defend in your interview. At this point, if you're yet to subscribe, this is a good time to hit that subscribe button, like it if you're getting value from it, and share it to those that would get value from it as well. Now, this initiative not only improved patient satisfaction, but also enhanced team efficiency by optimizing appointment flow and reducing unnecessary administrative workload. I thrive in a fast-paced environment, so I thrive in fast-paced environments, and I'm skilled at prioritizing skills to meet deadlines while maintaining a high standard of service. I have continually, I have consistently demonstrated strong written and verbal communication skills, whether it is liaising with patients, colleagues, or senior staff members. My ability my ability to communicate clearly, both in person and in writing, has enabled me fostered collaborative relationship and resolve issues swiftly. I am also highly proficient in that's what they have asked you in the person specification. Microsoft Office Suite, which I use daily for tasks such as scheduling, reporting, and data analysis, ensuring smooth operations across the board. However, so moreover, my experience working independently as part of a team have equipped me with the flexibility and resilience needed to handle a variety of challenges in the healthcare setting. I am driven by a commitment to improve patient care and supporting staff. I am eager to bring this dedication London, to the NHS London team. So you mentioned the name of the company. Did you notice how you inserting the company just so that they know that this application is customized to them? Because what I find a lot of people do is just create one generic application, and without any little or no thought, they just start sending it everywhere to different companies. No, you have to put in some effort. And with AI, you see that it took how many minutes? The bulk of the time was taken in us crafting our prompts. Once you get your prompt right, I have already given you the prompt at the start of the video. So if you copy that prompt, you are good to go. Insert what is can be tailored to you. That's the bits that should be tailored to your own experience, your own number of years of experience. There are some things that are unique to you that you need to insert into that prompt. That's why that prompt was intentionally created in that manner. Okay? Now, the final bit is I'm excited about the opportunity to contribute to your department, and I'm confident that my skills, experience, and passion for healthcare administration will allow me to make an immediate impact. I welcome the opportunity to further discuss how I can contribute to the continued success of this company. Thank you for considering my application. I look forward to hearing from you. Did you notice how smooth the whole application is? That is because you gave it something to work with. So it didn't just spit out a generic application to you, which is what probably 90% of people have done. But you stand out because what is written in your application is unique to you. You can defend it in your interview. That is why you need to customize your prompts. Okay. Now you can also take this and put it in to Grammarly and make sure all of the bits and the sentences are correct and all of the typos are correct as well. Trust me, AI also can make mistakes. So you want to, just copy and paste in Grammarly. This practically will take you less than 30 minutes to do everything. Everything is done. Copy and paste in Grammarly and have a solid application. Then when you're applying for the next company, you have to remember to change the company name. If the person specification is similar, then all you need to do is to change the company name. You don't have to redo from start. But if it's not, it doesn't take you anything, because it doesn't take you much time, because AI practically did most of the heavy lifting while you have just, put together the prompt. So mistakes you must avoid is just copy and pasting without editing. Recruiters can smell AI from a mile away. Just don't, like I told you, learn to tweak, learn to customize, learn to make it as personalized and tailored to your own skills and experience as possible. So another mistake I have also mentioned this is those that do not not tailoring your inputs. So if you do not tailor what you give to ChatGPT, know that you will just get a generic application, and 99% of people are coming up with a generic application. So you probably will all have similar applications, which is clearly the job of AI. So don't skip human check. That's another mistake, skipping human check. Check, I did tell you to send it to Grammarly. You can paste it in Grammarly and then just make it as human as possible. Make sure read it aloud and let it sound like you. Let it sound, your achievements should sound like your own achievements, not just getting AI vomited achievements that you probably haven't heard of, cannot defend in any interview. It becomes clear that this is the job of AI. I can even tell you a personal story. I was interviewing someone and his application, looked so good. But when he showed up in the interview, he couldn't even defend anything. That in the interview, we had to go back and look at the application. I was like, this is a total contrast from the person sitting in front of me. So you don't want to be that person. You do not want to be that person. Ensure you have done all of the steps. And in the description box below, I have put in a free checklist for you to remember to do all of the steps. So when you're done, use that free checklist to check and say, I've done this, I've checked this, I've checked this, and my application is good to go. I hope this helps you. I hope you got value from this. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I release more videos like this.